guys, welcome to another episode of What Do You Dream About with a guest that used to scare me. He was one of my rugby coaches back in the day when I played at the university, Coach Marinus van der Walt. We have since then left behind the relationship of player and coach, though I still call him coach.
Friends, yeah.
Yeah. And we've become good friends since then. And thank you for doing this, Coach. We'll start off by you telling us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Thanks, Adrian. Rugby, big passion of mine. I've been very fortunate in my life to live my passion every day, which a lot of people don't get to do. And I was, I think, 12 or 13 years old. And I knew I was going to be a rugby coach. Those days there wasn't professional rugby, and what happened in that specific year was one of my teachers said to me, "You can't play rugby for a living, and you can't coach rugby for a living." So far so good. So 30 years later I'm still doing it as a passion, and very thankful for it.
Coach, you said that one of your teachers told you that you can't do rugby. So I'm just curious, was it a type of I'm going to prove him wrong, or was it just following your passion and doing what you love?
I think at first you have these chips on your shoulder as you start off with the process of wanting to achieve your goals and your dreams, but obviously the passion that drives you is the thing that stays ahead every time. So when the dark days come, if it's not your passion, you walk with.
Yes, that's so true. So Coach, just tell us a little bit about your history of coaching. Where did you start? Just kind of a summary of where you started and where you are now.
Yeah, I actually started at the primary school where they told me I can't do rugby for a living. Laerskool die Poort. Then started coaching at Montana Old Boys, very obviously in the amateur days. Very fortunate to be able to go overseas, play a coach in England. Then I went to Stellenbosch to go to the first rugby academy in South Africa, and and then started the process coming back from there, starting at Tuckies. Eventually started the Tucks Rugby Academy. Was very fortunate to coach Tucks 1 a few years, and then live it daily and got some money for it.
Just to give you guys a little bit of background, I was actually in the Tucks Rugby Academy, which Coach just referred to, and one thing I always picked up was that Coach always had an entrepreneurial spirit. Not only rugby, obviously rugby was the passion, but how would Coach say you went about bringing the two together, having rugby as a passion, but also bringing in the entrepreneurship side to actually take it further?
I think, I don't know if you're born an entrepreneur, but it has always been part of me because of my upbringing. My dad is an entrepreneur, and my spirit is of, I like to challenge stuff, I like to do something different. So it's probably in me. In the rugby environment, it's very difficult to be an entrepreneur because you have to fall into systems. And if you go out of that thing, and you can be labeled. But through the years, obviously, a lot of experience that I've built up over the years, and I saw there's a lot of need for stuff. And I believe entrepreneurs are people that see a need for something, identify it, and then find a solution for it.
Yes.
And that's what I'm busy at the moment doing or trying to do with a lot of projects that we have. So yes, the passion for the game, and then business, because entrepreneur is not necessarily business orientated. He's more vision and dream orientated, bigger picture people.
Purpose,
yes, and seeing the picture the bigger picture, so that other people then hopefully can follow if you do it well. Otherwise, if you don't do it well, then you're just a dreamer.
Yeah, exactly. So Coach, just looking at your experience, and I mean, you mentioned you have over 30 years of coaching experience and rugby administration along with that. So, any advice for up-and-coming coaches or newcomers to the rugby world or sporting world that you could?
Fortunately, nowadays it's easy to get information, and it's easy for a person to go on Google on YouTube and watch video clips.
Yes.
But my advice would be is not just to take information, but to get mentors. I was not in the position to have a coaching mentor. I had to learn everything by myself. Made a lot of mistakes. I'm still making a lot of mistakes today, every day. My mistakes are less severe on everybody, on myself, on the people as well. So that comes through experience. But if you have a mentor, a coaching mentor, and that's one of my passions that that's one of the programs that I'm busy with. Hopefully in the next year or so I'll roll it out, where we have mentors and then coaches underneath them, and those guys can then learn by chatting, by having interaction and saying, listen, what do you think about this, what do you think about that? Team selection. I'm struggling with a specific thing. So last night we had a game, and my coaches are great coaches, that's part of my setup, but there's small things that I saw that we have to change during the game quickly, otherwise it's going to be a long night.
Yeah.
So, but I wouldn't have been able to do it 10 or 5 years ago.
Yes.
I would have been too emotional about the whole situation, and that comes through experience, and then I can relay that to the guys. So I can send a message to my backline coach and say, listen, we've got to keep the balls in the corner, we've got to keep them there and kick it out, because we know we can contest it. And then he would go, oh yes, you're right. Not because I know better than him, it's just that sometimes you know, you need a
Different angle.
different angle. Yeah. So it helps. Not necessarily always somebody that's much older than you. It's just to have somebody to have a conversation with.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it's important to actually start getting involved, getting involved in the practical side of things, and really putting your effort in there. It's obviously good to educate yourself, but also to see what you learn, take what you learn, and actually go and act on it. Yes,
I think that's the difficult thing is you can't become a great coach in 5 years.
Yeah.
You can't. It's just impossible. I thought when I started coaching, I thought
5 months.
5 months, then I'll be one of the best in the world. But that old saying of the older you get, the more you understand how little you know.
Yes.
And it becomes more apparent. But go find somebody that can help you. Don't think you're going to figure out everything yourself.
Yes.
And then have people that you can trust. Sometimes you step in something that you're not prepared for, and then those people can just leave you and you feel unwanted after a while. It happened to me as a coach. I won't tell my whole life story, but
maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe now you're going to need more than this, more time than this. But for me, the mistakes I made was very tough. But I can now tell people, watch out for these pitfalls, and learn from your mistakes. And I think the biggest thing is not to be arrogant, because you get success and as a coach, and then you say, I can coach, like everything else in life, and then you know, life happens, and then you're on your knees again, and you've got to say, okay, let's get up, let's start again. But that's part of the journey.
Exactly. So coach, just finishing off, where do you, I don't want to call it a 5 or 10 year plan, but What do you actually dream about?
Yeah, that's difficult, but to sit on a beach and do nothing, that's not reality. For me, it's a thing about I'm living my dream. If I get up in the mornings, I don't say I have to now go to work, and I'm not looking forward to this day. If I work late at nights, because rugby coaches, you know, last night I came home at 10 o'clock, and then sometimes you have to do some stuff after work. But it's never a thing of it's never a burden. I always say my worst day in the coaching business is 100 times better than my best day when I wasn't in coaching. So I always keep myself intact to that and say, stop moaning. And some days I don't want to do it, but then I have to bring myself back in and say, hey, you can either go do something else or you can do this. So yeah, so dream dream stays a dream until you make it a reality, and I don't like to dream anymore. I used to, when I was younger, I used to say, my dream is to do this. So I'm not dreaming anymore. I'm seeing a vision, and then I try and make it a reality.
Awesome. Coach, thank you so much. Appreciate it.